Double Busters!
My name is Akashi. I'm a single guy in my 30s with a slightly unusual job. I'm a descendant of the famous detective, Sherlock Holmes. Just kidding. I run my private detective agency specializing in affairs and background checks. However, I'm new in the business, so I don't really have a lot of cases to solve yet. One day, while I was preparing for the next request, I heard a knock on the door. Yes, coming! I wonder why they knocked. They could have just used the intercom. Huh? There's no one there.
Down here!
Whoa! You scared me! Where are you from? Are you in grade school?
My name is Ryuto Maruyama. 5 years old. I'm of the rabbit group at Buster's Kindergarten.
Kindergarten? Where are your parents? Are you lost?
No! Uncle, does your work involve searching for something?
Uncle? What a day. No. Nothing. You're right. That's my job. But how did you know?
Your flyer was in the mailbox. The kindergarten bus stops here, so I knew.
Come to think of it, a kindergarten bus stops here every day. The kids in the bus waved at me, so I waved back. I see. So you're one of them.
I have a favor. I will pay you.
Are you looking for something?
It's about my mom. My mom goes out with a man I don't know.
What?
While Mom is away, I stay at home alone. Mom told me with a scary tone that I should never tell about her going out.
Seriously?
That's why I didn't tell Dad. But it's wrong to tell a lie, right? I'm taught at kindergarten that it's wrong. So I want to tell Dad. I want you to look for my mom and that man.
I see. I'm sorry. But I think it would be difficult to bring both of them to your father.
I see.
But I can take pictures of your mother and the man together. Because that's my job! If you hand that picture to your father, he'll most likely believe you. And you won't have to lie to your father.
Yes, please! It's difficult for me to lie to my dad.
Okay! Leave it up to me. Will you tell me your contact number?
Yes. Mom will find out if I use our telephone number, so here's my phone number.
You have your phone?
Are you using the Line messaging app?
You're using Line? Am I really old? Maybe I shouldn't be taking requests like this from a child. But I know how it feels like to be forced to lie and take one of my parents' sides. I sent Ryuto home. Went back to the office and started working right away. The only clues I had were Ryuto's mother's name and one family picture. So in the meantime, I investigated social media. When I searched with his mother's real name, I saw an account on Facebook. From there, I was able to specify her hobbies and the places she frequents. When I investigated further, I found an account on Instagram uploading the same pictures. The name is Lonely Bunny. Very different from her real name, but based on the pictures and the captions posted, it was almost identical. Then I found a man who seemed close to her and commented on her Instagram post, so I investigated that account as well. It took me a day and a half to understand their patterns. I kept staking out the place with almost no sleep, and finally, I caught them together. I was able to take pictures of them holding hands, and a decisive photo of them going to the hotel. With enough evidence on hand, I contacted Ryuto. I will never forgive them. Trouble Busters! Ryuto, do you have time? I got a picture of your mother and the stranger.
Really?
Yes. You can show this to your father, but I started to doubt. Even though this is Ryuto's request, is it really right to do this? Wouldn't this result in the taking away of Ryuto's mother? Won't Ryuto regret this later on? However, Ryuto's mind was set.
Can I go with my dad next Saturday?
Yes, of course.
Okay, with this, I don't need to lie to Dad anymore. Thank you.
I'll be waiting for you tomorrow. The next day, with mixed feelings. There was a knock at the door. When I opened the door, little Ryuto and his father, who looked like he was the same age as me, were standing there. I'm sorry to bother you. Did Ryuto really request you? I will discuss that in detail as well. Please take a seat. Once again, I'm Detective Akashi. Ryuto came here yesterday and requested me.
Dad! Did you know that Mom has been going out with a stranger lately?
What?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you all this time.
His mother forced him not to tell you. It seems like she left Ryuto home alone and went on dates. Ryuto said that he didn't want to lie to you anymore. So he came here to get evidence so he can tell you. Evidence? This contains the photos I took of them. Please don't show it to Ryuto, as it contains adult content. This is my wife's ex-boyfriend. I know him. Really? Actually, I felt something was strange. She's been turning me down at night, and she's been out overnight. I've been busy at work, so I wasn't able to examine it in detail. But I'm surprised that this kid was able to do this.
Are you mad?
Why?
Because I did this without your permission.
As for that, it's my responsibility. Please don't get mad at Ryuto. My father's also a bastard, and he used to disappear with his lover at times. That's why I didn't think of him as a stranger. Really? Thank you very much. There are trustworthy people in this world, but there are also bad people who deceive children. I'm going to give a stern talk about that. But putting that aside...
Dad!
Ryuto, your mother probably won't come home anymore. I promise to make you happy, so you won't be lonely, even when your mother's not around. Will you be alright even if it's just the two of us as a family?
Dad, I'm sorry. I have one more lie. I met that person before.
What?
At that time, Mom asked me if I was fine with having him as my new dad. I didn't want him to be my dad. I want you as my family. I'm not lonely at all. I love you, Dad.
Ryuto, thank you very much.
Uncle, thank you for taking those pictures. I received this money as a gift last Christmas. I'm giving it all to you.
You don't have to do that, Ryuto. Let me pay for this. I can't take this for free after all you've done for us. No, this time, I was purely helping you. I was raised by my single mother and had a hard time, but I still have a good relationship with my mother, and I love her. I'm sure Ryuto loves you too. That's why I'm telling you. Please live with him. Ryuto, keep that money, okay? Go buy a toy or something.
Uncle, thank you. I like you.
After that, Ryuto's parents got divorced. Of course, his father got custody of him. They had a huge fight and his mother denied paying alimony. She acted like she was the victim until the end, and demanded custody. She really does have a very thick skin. His dad fought hard and received alimony, custody of Ryuto, and child support. His mother was a housewife, so the alimony paid was not that much, but Ryuto's father was very happy to get custody of him and sent me a message. They're now enjoying a happy life together. There are times when I receive pictures of them both smiling wide. I'm glad that I took Ryuto's request that time, instead of sending him away because he's a child. Trouble Busters!